Welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I have Jack Spurgeon here today from the fire department. And it is tornado weather, some extreme severe weather season, I guess, that we're in. And you're here really just to share with us to be careful and some safety tips and what we need to know.
Yeah, we're already in the tornado season in the southern states. It generally runs from March to May, and then the northern states are from June to August. So we're kind of on the borderline of being in both of those transitions. So, you know, we could look from March to August that we potentially could have those type of tornadoes, and so we need to prepare for those. And most people don't think about that until that season gets here, so we need to be prepared before it gets here. And you know, that's everything from where is my evacuation points, shelter in place, what do I have to look to with my living lifestyles, and then what kind of stuff do I need to keep. You know, we need to make those safety kits for to last 3 days. And you know, some of the things I think that we don't think about is because with tornadoes, you know, there's a lot of dust particles that are being strung around, so those dust masks are good to put in those safety kits. Make sure you have a little tool kit that you may need to utilize. Water for 3 days, 1 gallon per person. Make sure your medications, you got 3 or 4 days worth of medications. And moist wipes, radios with batteries, flashlights with batteries, make sure you got extra batteries. So those things are very important, but when we think about tornadoes, where are my safest points? Do I have enough time to evacuate? So you need to make plans if you don't have enough time, because sometimes those warnings come without very little notice. And inside the city, we have our warning devices that will sound if a tornado has been spotted. So once you hear those, that means something is occurring in our city limits. And so you need to be particularly aware of those sounds. You know, you want to go towards the center of your home if you don't have a basement. Stay away from windows, places like that. One of the things that is important, especially if you're in larger facilities such as schools and places like that, they recommend that don't utilize auditoriums, cafeterias, gymnasiums if they have flat roofs, because they're more prone to collapses and so forth. So that's one of the key things to look at when you're looking at those locations. Another thing to look at is every workplace, every home, every school should have a plan, because sometimes we don't have enough warnings, and so they need to make provisions for everyone. Workers need to know what those are, and you need to practice those. So I mean, because again, warning is very short sometimes.
Yes, this is true, and it's always good to sit down and talk to your kids about it as well, and your other family members, so that you have a game plan. Because of course, during those months, you know, typically speaking, it's sort of outside. A lot of people are outside a lot, so you do need to have kind of a plan on where you'll meet if something hits.
Right, lower points are again the best places to be, because it is proven that tornadoes seem to get more forceful as they go uphill versus downhill. So you want to make sure you're in low-lying areas and make sure like the lowest points in your structure for those reasons.
Alrighty. Well, Jack, thank you so much for being on today and sharing all of that with us. And we want everybody in our community to stay safe, so we really are happy that you are here to share that with us. And we're excited that you were here watching and tuning in, and we will just see you next time on Inside Bristol.